Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Renegade Immortal episode number 419 based on novel. So let's start. The old man's mind trembled and his face showed even more pain. He coughed out even more blood and quickly retreated. Disbelief filled his eyes. Fourth Heaven's Blight? This is the power of Fourth Heaven's Blight cultivation. Damn it, how did my Dark Scorpion clan offend an old monster like this? Just as the old man was about to retreat, Wang Lin reached out toward him. The old man immediately became aware of the origin energy surging like crazy around him. It was as if the origin energy had formed an invisible cage and was closing in on him from all directions. Popping sounds echoed inside him and intense pain filled his body as if all his bones were going to collapse. The sense of life and death filled his body and the old man no longer dared to retreat. He had a feeling that if he retreated, he would without a doubt die. At this moment, he didn't hesitate to hit his clan mark, and it began to move strangely. In an instant, the four-tailed scorpion immediately flew out and floated in the air. It grew until it was 1,000 feet large and then waved its tail and let out a roar. This 1,000-foot scorpion was extremely ferocious, and when it appeared, it let a hiss as it charged at Wang Lin. The old man was still unsure as his hand reached at the void while clenching his teeth. There was a flash of light and hundreds of puppets charged out. Every single puppet gave off the aura of a yin and yang cultivator. After they appeared, they immediately surrounded Wang Lin. The old man had a ferocious expression and immediately retreated after roaring, "All puppets, explode for me." Wang Lin let out a sneer and completely ignored the scorpion and puppets. Ripples appeared under his feet and he disappeared. The old man was rapidly retreating, but his body suddenly trembled. Wang Lin's figure appeared from the void behind him and his index finger casually pointed at the old man's forehead. The shadow of death filled the old man's heart and his eyes became filled with fear. He wanted to dodge, but the gap in strength made it impossible for him to avoid it. He could only watch as the finger closed in on him. The finger didn't even touch him, but the aura it contained caused a rumble inside the old man's body. Bang! The old man's body shook violently and his origin soul was shaken out from his body. His origin soul floated there and didn't dare to move. The fear in his eyes was monstrous and he seemed to be begging for mercy. The four-tailed scorpion mark returned to the old man and became a mark once more. His body was thrown back in an arc and, while coughing out blood, landed on the ground. Wang Lin's index finger was pointed at the old man's origin soul's forehead as he slowly said, "Are you still going to run?" Just the aura from his fingertip is enough to force my origin soul out of my body and seriously injure me. If I was hit by that finger, I'd be killed instantly. This person is definitely not just at the Fourth Heaven's Blight. The old man trembled and shook his head. He had almost lost his wits, and the power in that finger made him give up all will to resist. That finger hadn't even landed between his eyebrows yet, but this just terrified him even more. From now on, your Dark Scorpion clan belongs to me and will obey all my orders. Otherwise, I'll wipe out your entire clan. Wang Lin withdrew his index finger and coldly looked at the old man's origin soul. The old man trembled and nodded. He whispered, "The fallen land always obeys the strong. To have a strong master like you is good fortune for my Dark Scorpion clan. All 176 of my Dark Scorpion clan members will obey master. No one will dare to disobey." Zhong Big Red rolled his eyes and quickly said, "Master, you absolutely can't just listen to their words. Make them issue an oath with their clan marks. If they violate the oath, then the entire Dark Scorpion clan will die." After the old man heard Zhong Big Red's words, his body trembled and he looked at Zhong Big Red with a vicious gaze. However, that viciousness soon collapsed and he revealed a bitter expression and nodded. "Okay, this old man will issue an clan oath that you will be our master. If we betray you, we will die without a grave." After he spoke, his clan mark gave off a ghostly light. The four-tailed scorpion seemed to be in extreme pain and let out a silent roar. Soon, the light dissipated and an imprint slowly appeared on the scorpion. The surrounding Dark Scorpion clan members were released by Wang Lin. They had personally witnessed what had happened, including the person referred to as young master. Fear filled their eyes. They all made an oath with their clan marks. As a result, the Dark Scorpion clan became the first ancient star system clan Wang Lin had taken over. Wang Lin's cave became the Dark Scorpion clan's holy land. Using the spell of the Dark Scorpion clan, they turned the area around the cave into a desert. This would become the new home for the Dark Scorpion clan. After the old man named Zhong saw Wang Lin's might, his mind was shaken. He had made up his mind that he would absolutely follow Zhong Big Red. As for Zhong Big Red, he had become even more spirited. He was able to command the Dark Scorpion clan with his soul formation cultivation. There are 372 small clans in the Fallen Land. My Dark Scorpion clan is at the bottom. We only control this almost abandoned planet and have few members. The ancient star system has the Sovereign Council, while the Fallen Land is ruled by the Fallen Council. There is a total of 13 Fallen Elders who are in charge of the Fallen Land. As for the Great Emperor of the Fallen Land, he controls the Fallen Council. He is very mysterious, and the rumor is that he is a third-step cultivator, which is why this place is not controlled by the Sovereign Council. The Elders of the Fallen Council aren't set. Every 100 years, they can be challenged, and the winner becomes the new Elder. Rumor has it that over the years, the Sovereign Council has secretly sent many people here in order to take an Elder spot. However, none have ever succeeded and they all inexplicably died during the challenge. If you don't intend to become a Fallen Elder, there is no need to worry about your life. The old man from the Dark Scorpion clan looked at Wang Lin at this point. At this moment, he was respectfully standing in Wang Lin's cave and telling Wang Lin everything he knew. As for the puppet, it can only be bought from cultivation planets controlled by a Fallen Elder. Even the puppets in my Dark Scorpion clan were bought from there. However, the higher cultivation level of the puppet, the more difficult it is to buy. Ordinary cultivators can't even buy them, only clans of the Fallen Land are qualified to buy them. Rumor has it that the method of making the puppets was passed down by the Great Emperor. As for the method of making them, only the 13 Elders know. Among all the puppets in the Dark Scorpion clan, the most powerful is a Nirvana Cleanser puppet, which cost a heavenly fortune. If this is taken out of the Fallen Land, it can be exchanged for a lot of treasures and pills. As the old man spoke, he touched his clan mark. There was a flash of light and a puppet that looked like a middle-aged man appeared. This puppet had a numb expression, and at a glance it looked like a real person. However, upon closer inspection, one would find that it had no vitality and was covered in seals, making it impossible to see inside. Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he carefully looked at the puppet. After pondering for a bit, he slowly asked, "Does the Fallen Land have Nirvana Shatterer puppets?" The old man hesitated for a moment, and after a long time he whispered, "It does." Wang Lin's mind was shaken, but he remained calm and slowly said, "Oh? Are there Heaven's Blight puppets?" The old man pondered even longer and said, "This little one isn't sure, but some people have said they have seen Heaven's Blight puppets. I just don't know if it is true or not." Wang Lin's eyes shined brightly. He didn't expect to find such an unimaginable thing in the Fallen Land. A Heaven's Blight puppet was too shocking. Since there are Heaven's Blight cultivators, could there be third-step puppets? Wang Lin didn't ask this, as such a matter was too absurd and he didn't believe there were any. A moment later, Wang Lin asked, "What is the influence of the Fire Sparrow clan here?" The Fire Sparrow clan is one of the big clans in the ancient star system, and they have sent people here over the years. There are a few hundred of them. Although everyone knows they were sent by the Fire Sparrow clan, since they don't participate in the Elder struggle, they remain safe. They have made friends with various clans and participate in the puppet trade. They secretly collect blazing fire mutation crystals, and every now and then, they send them back to the Fire Sparrow clan. Wang Lin's eyes lit up. Blazing fire mutation crystals? This is an object unique to the Fallen Land. Rumor has it that it was brought by the Great Emperor and is a material used to make puppets. However, they are very rare. I have a small piece and can offer it to Master. The old man hesitated before taking out a white sandstone about the size of a grain of rice. Wang Lin grabbed the white sandstone and carefully looked at it. His pupils rapidly shrank but soon returned to normal. You can leave. Gather all news of the Fire Sparrow clan and report it all to me in detail. Wang Lin waved his hand and the old man quickly left. After he left, the door of the cave closed and Wang Lin placed down restrictions. He immediately looked down at the white sandstone in his hand and his eyes grew brighter and brighter along with a hint of shock. Blazing Fire Mutation Crystal. So it is called the Blazing Fire Mutation Crystal. Back then, the old Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor said that the four divine sect originated in the ancient star system and then entered the inner realm. This is indeed true. This Blazing Fire Mutation Crystal was brought here by the mysterious Emperor of the Fallen Land, but why would it be here? Unless, Wang Lin's eyes lit up and revealed a hint of uncontainable excitement. As soon as the old man took out the Blazing Fire Mutation Crystal, Wang Lin recognized it. Wang Lin had seen this before and had even spent several years healing on it. In the Alliance star system, deep within the burning space of the Vermilion Bird Divine Sect, there floated a large, white stone. That was where the old Divine Emperor cultivated. The Blazing Fire Mutated Crystal of the Fallen Land was exactly the same as the white stone. Could it be that the Great Emperor is related to the Vermilion Bird Sect? Wang Lin didn't hold much affection toward the Vermilion Bird Sect. However, he owed the old Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor a lot, and it was a kindness Wang Lin was unable to just forget. The old Divine Emperor's spirit and his tens of thousands of years of silent dedication had filled Wang Lin's heart with respect. In Wang Lin's eyes, the old Divine Emperor was the same as the Lord of the Sealed Realm. The only difference was that one guarded the four divine sect, while the other guarded the entire inner realm. What made Wang Lin so excited was what the old Divine Emperor had told him. My name is Lu Yun, and I was born in the ancient Qi refiner world. I became the alchemy boy of the fourth generation Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor. I'm thankful to the fourth Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor for not abandoning me and teaching me Qi cultivation. At the age of 1327, I gained some achievements as a Qi refiner. I followed the Divine Emperor and witnessed the glory of my Vermilion Bird Divine Sect. At age 11,463, the Tattoo clan invaded from outside and stirred up the world. My Vermilion Bird Divine Sect helped the Celestial Realm battle the Tattoo clan. Afterwards, the fourth Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor left with the other three Divine Emperors to head to the outside world. Before they left, I was designated the fifth Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor. Wang Lin's gaze was still on the small blazing fire mutation crystal, and his eyes lit up. The old Divine Emperor said that the fourth generation Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor came with the other three Divine Emperors to the Outer Realm and then he never received any news from them. The Fallen Land also possesses someone that belonged to the Vermilion Bird Divine Sect. Could it be that the fourth generation Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor came to this Fallen Land back then? Looking at the time window, that doesn't seem right. Wang Lin suppressed his initial excitement and began to think. After a long time, he still wasn't sure and let out a big sigh. I'll know this sooner or later. I didn't expect that such a secret could be found here in the Fallen Land. If this place is really related to the fourth generation Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor, then perhaps I can achieve my fourth awakening here. Then my fire will become ethereal fire that can ignite the fire of anger in my enemies and burn them to ashes. When that happens, even though my fire essence won't be complete, it will be like heaven and earth compared to my current fire. Back then, I couldn't see through this crystal, but now, after my third awakening, I can make this crystal erupt with a destructive force that can destroy heaven itself. Wang Lin waved his right hand and put the crystal into his storage space. There was also a stone statue in his storage space. This was the stone statue formed the body of the old Vermilion Bird Divine Emperor. He maintained the pose of his finger pointing to between his eyebrows. His divine sense swept by the stone statue. After pondering for a bit, his gaze moved to the puppet. This puppet was that of a middle-aged man, and he stood there motionlessly with a dumb expression. Wang Lin's divine sense shot out and surrounded the puppet. His divine sense then turned into countless fine needles that penetrated the puppet's body. Wang Lin's divine sense slowly entered inch by inch as he attempted to see through the puppet's secrets. As time slowly passed, Wang Lin's expression became serious. This puppet contained no flesh or blood but was formed by a strange crystal. This crystal was soft and small. As for its bones, they were also made of crystal, but this crystal was extremely strong and emitted powerful origin energy. There was a soft layer of light inside the puppet, and it was extremely tough. When Wang Lin's divine sense tried to enter, he was stopped. Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he used all his divine sense to rush into the puppet and charge at that layer of protection. There was a thunderous bang and the puppet's body trembled. Wang Lin suddenly stood up. His divine sense could destroy that puppet but couldn't break through that layer of protection. At that moment, if he hadn't withdrawn his divine sense fast enough, that layer of light would have destroyed all the secrets inside without letting someone else see it. Wang Lin's eyes lit up, and his expression became solemn as he pondered. This puppet is interesting. Wang Lin's right hand reached out and the puppet flew toward him, stopping just 3 inches away from his hand. This allowed Wang Lin to easily press his hand against the puppet's chest. His divine sense came out once more and went through his right hand. It was about to extend into the puppet once more when Wang Lin's body trembled and he let out a surprised sound. There are meridians inside this puppet. Being this close to the puppet and touching it allowed Wang Lin not notice something he didn't pay attention to before. He saw almost completely hidden meridians that had dried up and were extremely different to detect within this puppet's body. This? Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he sucked in a breath of cold air. He looked more carefully and was shocked. This isn't a puppet, but a cultivator. This is a puppet formed by refining a cultivator using some unknown method. Wang Lin silently looked at the puppet. The puppet had a numb expression, his eyes were hollow without any sign of life or intelligence. The crystal replacing the puppet's flesh and blood. It feels familiar, as if I have seen it before. Wang Lin pondered for a bit before determination filled his eyes. The secret of this puppet should be hidden inside the layer of protection. Only by looking inside can I see its secret. Wang Lin's divine sense moved and the thunder tattoo in his right eye flashed before flying out. The entire cave was covered in thunder, and while a thunderous rumble echoed, the thunder spread out. The thunder spread out from inside the cave, causing the face of the Dark Scorpion clan members to turn pale and they all looked at the cave. Activating the thunder tattoo had caused Wang Lin's cultivation level to increase greatly. Even his divine sense was like a thunderstorm, and it charged at the layer of protection inside the puppet. When his divine sense collided with it, a thunderous rumble echoed and the light began to collapse as it wasn't able to withstand the divine sense. However, at the same time, what was inside also began to collapse, not allowing anyone to see the secret within. However, just at this instant, Wang Lin's eyes suddenly lit up and he shouted, "Stop!" With one word, he stopped the movement of the heavens, and everything inside the puppet stopped as well. However, the light only paused for a moment before it returned to normal and collapsed. The puppet that was stopped collapsed with it as well. The puppet exploded and the shockwave spread to the mountain, creating a thunderous rumble. The mountain shook and large amounts of dirt fell off it. If not for the restrictions Wang Lin had placed, the mountain would have become a flat ruin and even the planet would have shaken violently. The surrounding Dark Scorpion clan cultivators all looked at the cave in fear. The old man revealed a bitter smile. He felt a familiar aura from the shockwave, so he knew that puppet had likely been destroyed. The cave was filled with clouds of dirt, but it gradually settled. Wang Lin stood there with his eyes shining brightly. Although the stop spell had only stopped the collapse for an instant, it had still allowed him to see the secret inside. He saw an origin soul floating inside. The origin soul looked exactly the same as the puppet. This discovery made Wang Lin certain that the puppet was a cultivator. The moment the puppet collapsed, the particles that replaced the flesh and blood shattered. It was as if lightning had struck Wang Lin, and he remembered why they looked familiar. In the demon spirit land, he had seen the severed head of an ancient god. There were some crystals particles left on the wound, and they looked extremely similar to these particles. He still had a small bottle that contained the particles he had collected from that wound on the ancient god's head. Wang Lin vaguely grasped some clues, but they were extremely messy and he couldn't link them together. Great Emperor of the Fallen Land, Who the hell is this person? Wang Lin silently pondered as the door to the cave opened and he walked out. Scorpion Elder, lead the way to the nearest cultivation planet with a fallen elder. The old man from the Dark Scorpion clan quickly nodded after hearing Wang Lin's words and led the way. At this moment, ripples appeared in the space outside the fallen land and a middle-aged man walked out. This was the person pursuing Wang Lin, Master Simo. His eyes were gloomy and revealed a strange light as he looked ahead at the star domain that wasn't controlled by the Sovereign Council. Grandmaster Yun Luo divined that he was hiding in the fallen land. This place is extremely chaotic, so I have to be careful. Good thing I came here before and saved the ninth fallen elder, the Armored Dragon clan's head. Borrowing his identity, I should have no problem. As Master Simo pondered, he charged forward toward the fallen land. I have to find him as soon as possible, regardless of the danger, and search his soul to find the secret of trigger the void gate without Joss flames. Master, the closest fallen elder is the ninth elder and also the head of the Armored Dragon clan. There are many cultivators there, and it is very chaotic, the old man from the Dark Scorpion clan said as he led the way. Along the way, Wang Lin rarely spoke as the two of them rapidly flew across the star domain. Wang Lin's mind was still filled with what he saw inside the puppet. He seemed to have gained some insight, but there was a layer of fog in the way, making it impossible to see things clearly. Although the Armored Dragon clan is also a small clan, they have over 1,000 members. The head of the clan is at the fourth heaven's blight, and when he uses his clan dragon armor spell, no ordinary cultivator can break his protection. The ninth elder is also famous among the Fallen Council, and a small clan like my Dark Scorpion clan wouldn't dare to show them any disrespect. The Dark Scorpion elder told Wang Lin everything he knew about the Armored Dragon clan. After a long time, Wang Lin slowly said, "Does the main planet of the Armored Dragon clan sell the Blazing Fire Mutation Crystal?" The Dark Scorpion elder quickly said, "There are, but the Fire Sparrow clan has been gathering them like crazy. Whenever it appears, they are willing to buy it at any cost, making it difficult to compete with them. The purchase of the crystals and puppets requires us to go to the trade pavilion on the Armored Dragon clan's main planet." The two of them were powerful cultivators who were both flying at full speed. It only took a few hours for them to cross the star domain and travel far from the Dark Scorpion clan. Before Wang Lin was a green cultivation planet. This planet was covered in green and gave off powerful life force. It was also filled with spiritual energy, far better than the Dark Scorpion clan. The moment the two of them closed in, 3 rays of light shot toward them. There was an old man within one of the lights, and he wore a green shirt. He smiled and clasped his hands. Elder predicted the Dark Scorpion clan's patriarch would come, so he told the 3 of you to wait. Dark Scorpion Patriarch, please follow the 3 of us. The 2 people behind the old man all clasped their hands and were extremely polite. The Dark Scorpion clan was still one of the 372 clans. Although not a fallen elder, the clan's patriarch was not someone ordinary clan members could show disrespect to. The Dark Scorpion Patriarch smiled and nodded. He let Wang Lin go first and then followed. The 3 people from the Armored Dragon clan lead them toward the planet. When the 3 people of the Armored Dragon clan saw the Dark Scorpion Patriarch's behavior, they were shocked. The old man's eyes lit up and he carefully looked at Wang Lin. Although he didn't notice anything, he began to pay more attention. To make the Dark Scorpion Patriarch act so politely, this person can't be underestimated. Everyone turned into rays of light and closed in on the planet. Just as they were about to enter the atmosphere, Wang Lin noticed something and pretended to casually look back into the distance. Ripples appeared in space and a middle-aged man walked out. The middle-aged man looked at Wang Lin and revealed a gloomy smile. Wang Lin's expression remained calm, as if he didn't care, and he turned his head back. He followed them through the atmosphere and disappeared. Wang Lin quickly passed through the atmosphere and his heart was gloomy. That middle-aged man had looked at him first, arousing his vigilance, so he had looked back. This immediately made his mood gloomy. He had briefly seen that person before. He was one of the third-step cultivators chasing Torsen when he first entered the ancient star system. Upon seeing him again, Wang Lin was immediately able to tell that this person was not someone of the fallen land, but from the ancient star system. For a third-step cultivator to come here at this time, there was no need to even guess his motive. Wang Lin knew exactly why he was here. He must have come to kill me. However, he probably didn't come with his original body, otherwise, he wouldn't just have the aura of a fifth heavens blight cultivator. Of course, he could be hiding his cultivation. He also seemed to dread this place. Otherwise, he would have already attacked. The Sovereign Council is very fast. Fifth Heaven's Blight? A flash of battle intent appeared in Wang Lin's eyes as he revealed a sneer and passed through the planet's atmosphere. In the space outside the Armored Dragon clan's planet, Master Simo withdrew his gaze and smiled. He didn't think he would meet the person he was looking for as soon as he arrived. His target's appearance and aura had already been recorded by Grandmaster Yun Luo, so he was able to recognize Wang Lin instantly. Unfortunately, I can't act here, or else it will cause too much of a commotion. It would be bad if the great emperor were drawn out. However, if he is on a planet, then it will be hard for him to escape. I just need to find the right reason to capture him. Master Simo smiled and his eyes lit up as he looked into the distance. A figure flew over from the distance along with a loud laugh. It was a white-haired old man wearing a blue robe flying out from the Armored Dragon clan's cultivation planet. Senior Simo, we haven't met for many years, and you're still looking as good as ever. The old man laughed loudly and origin energy surrounded his body. He gave off the aura of a fourth heaven's blight cultivator. Master Simo laughed and clasped his hands. Fellow cultivator son, it has been a few hundred years since we last met. I'm here to bother you again. How can senior coming be considered a bother? You and I have known each other for a long time. If not for Senior Simo's guidance, I would have died to the third heaven's blight. Senior Simo, please follow me to my cave. The old man laughed. He was the ninth fallen elder, and he normally didn't bother with worldly matters. He was in closed-door cultivation when he received Master Simo's message, and he immediately came out. The two of them chatted as they walked toward the planet, and their figures gradually disappeared. After Wang Lin and the Dark Scorpion Patriarch entered the planet, the three members of the Armored Dragon clan respectfully left. After they left, the Dark Scorpion Patriarch led Wang Lin to a city on the east side of the planet. The Dark Scorpion Patriarch said in a low voice, Master, if you want to buy puppets or blazing fire mutation crystals, you can only go to the eastern city. There is a shop controlled by the Armored Dragon clan there. Unless I'm coming for a large auction, I always go there. Wang Lin nodded, but killing intent appeared in his heart. He had originally come to buy some high-rank puppets to study, and if he encountered some blazing fire mutation crystals, he would buy some as well. These crystals could help his fourth awakening. If he absorbed a lot, it would benefit him greatly. In addition, obtaining large amounts of these crystals was also related to how he would take the Fire Sparrow clan's essence. However, after seeing Master Simo, Wang Lin changed his mind. Since the other party had pursued him all the way here, it would be difficult to escape. However, Wang Lin didn't intend to escape, he was planning to fight here. The person hunting me didn't attack due to some concern. He must have come here to find a reason to kill me. Since he has something to worry about, that is for the best. And since he is only displaying fifth heaven's blight cultivation, that means he obviously isn't willing to reveal himself as a third-step cultivator, or it really is just his avatar that is here. If it really is an avatar pursuing me, then I'll let his avatar perish as an example. Although it is only an avatar, I'll still need to prepare. After all, a fifth heaven's blight enemy is not easy to deal with, and although my thunder essence is complete, I still need to be cautious. Wang Lin's expression was cold. After learning where to go, he grabbed the old man and sped up. They turned into a ray of light that shot toward the city. Wang Lin put down the old man and said, quickly, lead the way. The old man saw the killing intent from Wang Lin's body, and his mind trembled. He quickly led Wang Lin through the city and soon arrived before a large pavilion. The pavilion looked very ancient, and just as he walked in, a person walked out. It was a woman who looked around 30 or so. The moment she walked out, a fragrance rushed toward them. Oh, isn't this Lord Dark Scorpion? Didn't you just come here a few months ago? Could it be that you know that I've obtained some new treasures and came here to check? The woman's voice was delicate and she revealed a charming smile. Her gaze swept past Wang Lin and a hint of shock arose in her eyes. The dark scorpion patriarch smiled and clasped his hands. Today I'm only here to accompany this fellow cultivator. The woman smiled and carefully looked at Wang Lin. She leaned over and said, "Fellow cultivator, please follow me upstairs. If you need anything, please, just ask." Wang Lin's expression remained calm and he clasped his hand slightly before following the woman upstairs. The second floor wasn't big, with only a few exquisite seats. Wang Lin sat down and looked at the woman. The dark scorpion patriarch stood behind Wang Lin and didn't sit down. When the woman saw this, her eyes revealed a strange light that was very well hidden. She lowered her head and softly said, "I wonder what fellow cultivator needs." "Blazing fire mutation crystals," Wang Lin slowly said as his gaze moved away from the woman and toward the entrance to the second floor. There was a flash of light in his eyes. This old man also wants blazing fire mutation crystal. Just as Wang Lin spoke, a cold voice came from the entrance to the second floor. Shortly after, a person walked out. This person wore a fiery red robe and had disheveled white hair. However, it seemed like there was a sea of fire inside his body, and the temperature inside immediately increased. Every step he took left a fire footprint, but the fire didn't burn the stairs. They seemed to be burning in thin air and gradually disappeared. There was a fire mark between his eyebrows. The fire was lifelike and seemed to be burning. When he arrived on the second floor, his gaze met Wang Lin's gaze. "Cultivator, let this old man have the blazing fire mutation crystals." Wang Lin smiled. This video will end here.